Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a day where you swore you ate pretty healthy, only to check your blood sugar later and see, boom, Spike City? You double check what you ate. No cake, no soda, no candy. So what the heck happened? Well, here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Some of the biggest blood sugar offenders are the ones hiding in plain sight. And today, I'm exposing 5 foods that seem innocent, even healthy, but could be the reason your glucose is out of control. Let's start with the first traitor, instant oatmeal. I know, it's breakfast. It says heart healthy. There's a picture of wheat and smiling families on the box. But flip that packet over, and you'll find the real story. Most instant oatmeal packets are packed with added sugars and processed carbs that digest almost as fast as straight glucose. And here's the kicker. Because it's warm and mushy, it goes down fast. No chewing, no fiber to slow it down. Within minutes, your blood sugar is climbing like it's chasing a world record. If you want oats that actually help you, go for steel cut or old-fashioned rolled oats. Add chia seeds, protein, and top it with a handful of berries. Not flavored syrup or brown sugar. And don't forget, if the ingredients list includes maple flavoring or dried fruit blend, what it really means is a sugar bomb in disguise. Now let's move on to the second backstabber, whole wheat crackers. These things love to act like they're the good guy. Made with whole grains, low fat, better than chips. But guess what? Most of them are barely whole grain, and they digest so fast that your body treats them like white bread in disguise. One serving, which is often just a few crackers, can have 20 plus grams of refined carbs with very little fiber to slow things down. And if you're snacking on them all day, that's a blood sugar roller coaster. Even worse, many brands use cheap vegetable oils and hidden sugars for flavor. Want something crunchy that won't betray you? Try seed-based crackers, sliced cucumber with hummus, or almond flour options with real fiber. Okay, number 3. And this one's going to ruffle some feathers. Smoothie bowls. You've seen them. Bright, colorful, topped with fruit, granola, honey, coconut flakes. They look like a tropical vacation in a bowl, but the truth, they're dessert. Most smoothie bowls are made with several servings of high-sugar fruit, blended up so the fiber is broken down, then topped with more sugar in the form of granola, bananas, honey, even chocolate chips. The average smoothie bowl can have 40 to 60 grams of sugar, and because it's blended, your body absorbs it fast. It doesn't matter that it's natural. Sugar is sugar. And for your pancreas, that bowl is a crisis. Want a blood sugar safe version? Use unsweetened Greek yogurt as your base. Add half a banana, a handful of berries, protein powder, chia seeds, and maybe some chopped nuts. Same vibe, totally different impact. Now let's talk about number 4, frozen health meals. You're tired, it's late. You want something fast? And hey, this one says healthy choice or fit meal. So it's gotta be good, right? Nope. Most frozen meals are loaded with refined starches, preservatives, and sneaky sugars to boost flavor. The labels might say only 300 calories, but what they're not saying is it has 0 fiber. It's full of white rice or pasta, and it's drenched in sugary sauces. And don't get me started on the sodium. Your blood sugar might spike now, but the water retention and inflammation come later. Instead of trusting the label, trust your own prep. Batch cook real meals, freeze your own portions, or if you're in a rush, grab pre-chopped veggies and rotisserie chicken. 10 times better for blood sugar and still fast. Now, number 5, the one almost everyone falls for. Bottled salad dressing. I know, it's salad. How bad can it be? But here's the betrayal. Those creamy dressings, ranch, honey mustard, Caesar, they can have 5 to 8 grams of sugar per serving. And you're probably using 2 or 3 servings without realizing it. And it's not just sugar. Many dressings use inflammatory oils, corn syrup, preservatives, and other ingredients that can throw your metabolism out of whack. Your salad goes from a blood sugar stabilizer to a sugar grenade, just from what you pour on top. Instead, make your own with olive oil, vinegar, mustard, lemon juice, or check the label for ones with no added sugars and real ingredients. Whew, that's 5 foods. 5 sneaky, backstabbing foods that might be sitting in your kitchen right now, messing with your health without you even realizing it. And this is where most people stop. But not us. Alright, so we've exposed 5 foods that act all friendly, until they ambush your blood sugar. But now, it's time for a little test. Let's see how good you are at spotting a blood sugar betrayal, and I'm calling this the blood sugar betrayal quiz. You're going to guess which common food or drink spikes blood sugar the most. Ready? Here we go. Question 1. Which has more sugar? A can of soda or a store-bought green juice? Instinct says soda, right? That's the classic villain. But, shocker, a 16-ounce bottle of green juice from some health brands can pack up to 50 grams of sugar? That's more than a soda, and here's the betrayal. It's labeled as cold-pressed, organic, immune-boosting. But it's basically liquid fruit with 0 fiber. That's why even healthy drinks deserve a side eye. Always check the label. Alright, next one. Question 2. Which is worse for blood sugar? A bagel with butter or a bowl of cornflakes with low-fat milk? You might think the bagel is the problem. It's big, it's dense, it's bread. But cornflakes, they're like eating sugar-flavored air. No fiber, high glycemic index, and they digest instantly. Pair that with low-fat milk, which has naturally occurring lactose sugar, and you've got yourself a sugar spike special. Meanwhile, the bagel at least has a little fat from the butter to slow digestion. Still not great, but cornflakes? Worse. Let's do another. Question 3. Which has more hidden sugar? Barbecue sauce or chocolate chip granola bar? Trick question. Both are guilty. But here's the twist. Barbecue sauce can have up to 16 grams of sugar in just 2 tablespoons. You'd never guess it. The granola bar? At least you expect it to be sweet. Barbecue sauce? That's supposed to be savory. That's why it's dangerous. It flies under the radar. Next time you slather it on chicken or ribs, ask yourself, is this a marinade or a dessert? Okay, last question. Question 4. Which food spikes blood sugar more rapidly? A baked potato or a delicious candy bar? This one blows minds. Baked potato. Why? It's pure starch. And starch, once digested, becomes glucose, fast. No fat, no protein, no fiber. A baked potato has a glycemic index over 85, which means it spikes your blood sugar faster than most candy bars. At least with a candy bar, there's some fat to slow things down. Doesn't make either a great choice, but it proves that natural doesn't always mean safe for blood sugar. Alright, how'd you do? The point here isn't to make you scared of food, it's to help you understand how sneaky spikes happen, even when you think you're making the right choice. Now, let's talk about the real challenge. What do you do about all this? Because the truth is, a lot of us rely on these foods for convenience. They're easy, they're familiar, and they don't require much thought. But they're also the reason blood sugar won't stay stable, energy crashes mid-afternoon, and insulin resistance creeps in over time. So how do you break free? First, don't panic. You don't need to overhaul your whole kitchen overnight, but you do need to start getting curious. Here's your first challenge. Pick one of the 5 foods we talked about in part 1. Look in your kitchen, read the label, then try going 1 full week without it. Replace it with low-carb, high-fiber, protein-rich alternative. Swap your instant oatmeal for chia pudding or eggs. Trade crackers for cucumber slices with hummus. Skip the frozen meal and grab a rotisserie chicken with frozen veggies. Ditch the smoothie bowl and make a yogurt bowl with berries and seeds. Toss the dressing and make a simple olive oil plus lemon vinaigrette. Just one swap for 1 week. Then see how your body feels. Pay attention to your fasting blood sugar, energy levels, hunger and cravings, and mood and focus. You might be shocked how much one change can affect everything. Because here's the reality. Small decisions lead to big results. And by identifying just one food that's been betraying you, you're already taking control. Now that you know which foods are betraying your blood sugar, and you've tested your knowledge with the quiz, it's time to build your best weapon yet, the blood sugar ingredient decoder. Because the front of the package, it's just marketing. The real story is in the ingredients list, and that's where they hide the worst stuff. So today I'm giving you a step-by-step method to spot blood sugar bombs before they hit. Let's break it down. Step 1. Identify hidden sugars. Manufacturers don't just say sugar anymore, oh no. They've got dozens of sneaky names that sound harmless. Let me list a few. Maltodextrin, cane juice, dextrose, corn syrup solids, fructose, glucose, rice syrup, fruit juice concentrate, agave nectar, or barley malt. They all do the same thing, spike your blood sugar. And if you see more than one of those in the same product, that's a big red flag. Companies break up the sugar into different names so it doesn't look like the first ingredient. But added together, it's often the number one component. Step 2. Watch the order of ingredients. Ingredients are listed from most to least by weight. So if sugar or any of those sneaky sweeteners is in the first 3 ingredients, put it back on the shelf. Even if the label says only 5 grams sugar, if it's coming early on the list, it means you're eating mostly sugar, just in disguise. Step 3. Know your refined carbs. Some ingredients might not be sugar, but they act like sugar once they hit your system. I'm talking about enriched wheat flour, white rice, potato starch, cornmeal, or tapioca starch. These are fast-digesting carbs that get broken down into glucose almost instantly. If a food is built on these, it's not blood sugar friendly, no matter what the packaging says. Step 4. Understand the per-serving trap. Let's say a product lists 12 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 6 grams of sugar per serving, but the bag contains 3 servings. Now you're at 36 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber, 18 grams of sugar. You thought you were having a light snack and ended up with a dessert. Always ask yourself, how much am I actually going to eat? And do the math before that spike hits you. Step 5. Look at the fiber and protein. A food that supports blood sugar should have at least 3 to 5 grams of fiber, 5 to 10 grams of protein or more, and minimal amount of added sugar. These nutrients slow digestion, keep insulin response steady, and help you feel full longer without the crash. If the label shows high carbs but no fiber or protein, it's a quick spike waiting to happen. Now let's talk examples. Example 1. Healthy cereal. Front of box says whole grain, low fat, and heart healthy. But ingredients, corn flour, sugar, maltodextrin, and natural flavors, and per serving, 32 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and 10 grams of sugar. That's basically sugar-coated cardboard. Example 2. Salad dressing. Label says light and gluten-free. The ingredients, however? Soybean oil, high fructose corn syrup, xanthan gum, and added sugar. It's not helping your salad, it's canceling it out. Example 3. Protein bar. Sounds healthy until you read 25 grams carbs, 8 grams sugar alcohols, 2 gig fiber, sucralose, artificial flavors, and glycerin. This bar is a chemistry experiment, not nutrition. So what do we do instead? You start building a checklist in your mind. When you pick up a product, ask, how much added sugar is in this? Are the carbs balanced with fiber and protein? Is there a bunch of refined starch or filler ingredients? Are they hiding sugar under a different name? Will this give me energy or a crash? If you can't answer those questions confidently, it's probably not worth putting in your cart. And listen, I know this might sound overwhelming at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. You start spotting the patterns, you start feeling the difference, and most importantly, you start building real control over your health. Because food doesn't have to be the enemy. It can be your strongest ally as long as you know what to look for. So here's your challenge. This week, pick one meal, breakfast, lunch, or snack time, and audit it. Check the labels. Look for hidden sugars. See where you can swap for something higher in fiber, protein, or healthy fat. Try it. Just one change. One upgrade. One step. Because that's how real transformation starts. And if you stick with me, We'll keep uncovering these food traps, breaking them down, and rebuilding your plate, one smart decision at a time. That's the blood sugar blueprint. And this is just the beginning.